because I have like gash in my shoulders. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing that really actually hurts. Other than that, I feel good. A reopened cut from my first fight, but other than that, man, I feel great.
So I'm going to intro you to, for the people that don't know you, this is a boxing channel. Rodney Thomas, you just came out victorious tonight. An amazing fight. And did you know anything about your opponent going into this fight?
I watched his fights a couple times. Didn't know nothing about him. I knew he was 0-2, and I knew if he'd get hit, then he'll quit. But I mean, tonight he didn't. I dropped him twice, and he had heart. And yeah, we went all 5 rounds, and we had fun. We had a blast. He busted me open, so I mean, we had a war.
Something changed around the second or third round, and I don't know if it was the eyebrow or the nose when he ends up landing the shot, because you went from very calm, cool, collected, and taking control of the rhythm. Then you felt something, and I remember you looking at your corner, and then everything started changing there. The pace changed for you. It's almost like you started fighting a little more hesitant, and it gave him life to get back in the fight, and then it became a dogfight. From
Yeah.
there, what happened? Do you remember what it was? Which punch?
I think
Or was it
after to be honest, I don't even know. It was just one of those.
changing when you were in there? You were
Yeah.
in control, and then all of a sudden he's coming forward.
Yeah, I think that was just one of those things as far as from him just coming out of this actual ring. His coaches telling him to be more aggressive, because I did notice like the last 2 rounds he tried to like catch me off guard, like my last previous fight when I got hit and got dropped. So I caught on to it very quickly. But other than that, it was back and forth. I dropped him and then I laid off a little bit. I mean, he hit me a couple times, cut me open, and then it made me more aggressive. He kept hitting me when I was holding on to him in the corner, so that kind of like made me a little mad. So I got a little aggressive. It tried to give him a little elbow, but other than that, man, I was on there having fun.
Were you fighting for any other organizations before you joined BKFC?
No, this is actually my first. This is me becoming a professional. Actually, 7 months ago, I became a professional athlete, a professional BKFC fighter.
What sports did you participate in?
I did mixed martial arts 14 years ago. So that was
14 years ago.
yeah.
You have this stance, and I didn't know if it was boxing based or if it's MMA based. You have this wide stance you use, but your timing is very, very good as far in spacing as well. 14 years ago, to me, it's like you just jumped over from somewhere else.
Yeah, my last fight was actually 14 years ago, and then I haven't been training during that time at all.
What was it that you were doing? What kind of martial art?
I was actually mixed martial arts. So I was doing that. I was doing everything. But my first thing that I did start off was karate, world class karate. Shout out to Raymond Daniels and Steve. I was training with Steve. But
that's where the spacing comes from. The
karate. Yeah.
Wide stance. That's also took 14-year break, and now you jump into BKFC. This is your second fight with BKFC.
My third fight in seven months. Yes.
And you're campaigning what division?
Welterweight, 165.
So Austin Trout's the champ in
Yes.
that division. So
Yes.
obviously BKFC and the fighters in BKFC, they don't shy away from calling one another out, because that's what this is about. Other companies, or for example boxing, sometimes the boxers will shy away because they may disrupt a negotiation or so forth. Here, you guys are all under one banner, so you could call anybody out. Who do you have your eye on? I know you're looking at the rankings.
I'm starting from the bottom, work my way up. There's a lot of fighters in the 165 division, so they all can get it. I mean, I need work anyway, so I'm going to slowly but surely work my way up to the top. And then if Austin Trap still...
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
Fights at BKFC, how are your recoveries? What are the turnaround times between, because I know you come out a little banged up between fights. How's your recovery time in between fights, and then for you to be able to get back?
Well, it actually depends on my suspension. Sometimes my first fight was 60 days. My second fight were 45 days. So it all depends as far as if you have cuts or depending on how bad or serious the injury is. This fight will be 60 days, so right after that.
Is the suspension based on the state that you competed at, or is it based on the BKFC that?
Based on the California and the BKFC.
Okay.
Yes, based on both. I mean, they're plus your how you look, your injuries. So
so far just nicks and bruises. And
Yeah.
No bones or any.
No.
Nothing major. So the 60 days should give you.
60 days, yeah, 60 days for me. I'm pretty sure if you got broken bones or anything, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be longer. Eventually, I mean, but other than that, for anything like this, 60 days.
What's the ideal time? How many fights would you like to have in a calendar year?
I'm trying to fight every. I already told Nate, the matchmaker, and Chris Lido, I'm trying to fight every 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
So pretty much like how this last fight was, I mean, within 50 days. I mean, I was able to get on this card.
The suspension is lifted. Then
Yeah,
get back
I was
in
able
there.
to get back on. Yeah.
Very smart.
So I'm just trying to stay active and get better and hopefully show to the world and to all the fans that's rooting for me every fight that I go in there that they see that I'm getting better and better.
Man, I love it. Thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. Appreciate the work, and I mean, for us as a fan, it was beautiful to see you performing there. So keep
Thank
up the
you.
good work, and
Thank
I
you.
hope to
Thank
see
you.
you in a championship fight
Thank
soon.
you. I appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram, Rodney Thomas, BKFC. Shout out to everybody, especially all those firefighters right now that's doing their job out there in LA. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here. But y'all ain't getting away with LA. LA's still here. We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna need more than fires to take this down, baby.
Man, that's beautiful. I love it. Rodney Thomas, everybody, checking out. Have a good one.
Thank you.